Hi there everyone, Life DIY Josie here. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Thrifty Thursday, when I do a throwback of one low budget idea every Thursday. For this DIY you will need 5 picture frames. What I've chosen here is the wall art reproduction that you can buy at the Dollar Tree. It measures about 7.5 inches long and 11.5 inches wide. First, I'm removing all the inserts. That includes the backing and the print, as well as the glass from each picture frame. And then I am going to be removing all those metals that held the inserts and the glass. And to do this more carefully, what I did is I flattened them back into position so that when I use my plier, it's easier to remove them. I'll be using E6000 combined with my hot glue gun to attach each of the glass onto the frames. And the reason why I'm using a combination, the E6000 will hold it in place permanently or on a stronger bond, while the hot glue will hold it in place while the E6000 dries or cures. Make sure that you apply the glue along the perimeter and then place the glass carefully. After attaching the glass to the frame, secure it further by applying more hot glue on the seams on the back of the frame. Adding this extra step will ensure that the glass is sealed in place. Next, I'm going to be putting together 2 at a time 4 of the frames. So for example, 2 and 2, those are the ones that I'm going to be using for the edges. So how I'm doing this is, on one frame I'll be using the E6000, on the other frame I'll be using the hot glue, so that when I put them together they will mix up. So after applying glue on each frame, connect them together. Make sure they are lined up. Once I have a couple of frames that I have doubled up, you know, those 4 frames, I am going to be securing them in place. What I'm using here is, there's a single frame that I'm using at the bottom, and then the doubled up frame I am going to be using at the side. As you can see here, I'm going to use again the E6000 and the hot glue to secure them in place. I'm putting something heavy at the back so that I can position this correctly and it ensures that it's straight, and I'm also adding something in the front. Now I am applying glue on the opposite end, the other double-sided frame that I just connected, and then I am putting it in place like so. And then, just like with the other one on the other side, I have placed something so that it can lean on it and it will hold it in place. So right now I'm just testing out where I'm going to be putting the second shelf. And I found this roll of raffia that is about 6 inches in height, and I figured that's the perfect size or height for my shelf, because what I want to do is all the heavier stuff, anything tall and heavy, will go at the bottom. As you could see, I cannot put or apply glue along the side of this frame. I can only put them on each corner. So now that I have assessed that the height just works out fine for me for the purpose that I need it for, I am going to be applying glue to each corner. And this is the corner. Those are the corners that I'm going to be placing glue. And again, like I said earlier, I cannot put them straight because of the glass, and there's a gap there. There's no frame that it can attach to except the ones on the side, and that's the reason why I'm just applying only this amount. Another angle here, I placed the camera on another stand, and I'm just showing here that I am using also more of the E6000, so I'm just adding a little bit more just to ensure. I added some more at the bottom. Next, I'm going to be attaching the top frame. So with this one, it's much easier than the middle frame because I am going to be able to add glue on the full length of the side of the frame so that it can attach itself securely onto the double-sided frames that I'm using on the sides, on each side. So as you can see, this is how I'm going to do it. Okay, a few more hours later, this is what I have. Not too happy about the glue that oozed out. I tried to clean them as best as I could. I really wanted this to be strong and that it will not fall off. That's why I put a lot of E6000 and hot glue. So I'm going to be adding this glam ribbon or glam wrap that I also got from the Dollar Tree, and put this glam wrap in places that I cannot clean further and that there are seams showing. So since the seams on the front of the double-sided frames that I use as the foundation or sides of this shelf or display case also has a gap and the glue is showing from inside, so I'm just going to be applying some more hot glue here, and then I'm going to be trimming it or adding this glam ribbon like so. It'll cover the gap as well as the glue that is underneath it, and that's what I'm going to do on the top as well. So there's still some seams here that I need to cover. So I'm just cutting a strip the same length. Let me see if just a single strip will do. I think it'll work. Just to cover it. Perfect. And then I'll do the same thing here. So I'll just cut it some more. After adding the trim, I'm just going to be cleaning all the shelves one last time, and then I'll be adding my items on the shelves. And here is the final product. I have cleaned up the shelves. You can actually use this to display your makeup or perfume bottles. You can probably put the perfume bottles, the heavier ones at the bottom, the lighter ones in the middle, and then, you know, the medium weight ones on the top. Or probably jewelry, so make this like your jewelry display case. You can add glass or frames at the back as well. I decided not to. I'm using this prop up with a black foam core board that I also got from the Dollar Tree. So I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone, and I'll see you again next week for another Thrifty Thursday. Bye!